any Pokemon haters, get the fuck out. Fuck you and fuck your opinion. I don't care. This is the best series of all time. They're dropping Gen 10. And I saw the starters. I saw how they looked. I'm not dumb. I saw the tweets. I did not watch the trailer. First look at Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. Do we see the legendaries in this? What does the title look like? Like, what's the cover art? Don't tell me. Don't look at chat. And I don't care what we'll talk about the starters when we get into it. I know who y'all know me. Let's get into it. Hey, Nintendo, I be getting on your little dick, but that is calm. So is the legendary gonna be like one's gonna be a water type, one's gonna be a flying type, maybe? Dragon water, dragon flying, I don't know. Pika! Pika! Umbreon, Espeon. Chat, what's your favorite Eevee evolution? That's Umbreon, of course. Growing up, it was Flareon, though. I loved Flareon and Umbreon growing up. I really liked Jolteon, but that was Sean's favorite, so I couldn't jack his swag. All the Eevee, you know, hey, I liked Leafeon too. Leafeon came out first time Gen 4, right? I love Leafeon, bro. I fucking low-key love Leafeon, but I just have a soft spot for grass types. You know who I never cared for? You just said it. Glaceon cool. Mersey, I actually never cared for Glaceon, gang. I actually never cared for Glaceon. I'm a Glaceon nigga. I never cared for Glaceon, bro. Could Glaceon learn Aura View? I feel like they didn't give him enough for, like, especially in competitive shit. They don't fuck with Glaceon like that, gang. Frost. Oh! Starly. Slowpoke. Raichu, Alola. I like Alola and Raichu, bro. Made Raichu actually valuable.
I was binge watching Broderick Mersick series, now I'm finished, start a new one.
Good shit, brother. Look at T-Tar in the back. What the fuck is this over here? What the fuck? Is that a girl Pikachu? What the hell? Oh! That's some swag shit. I ain't gonna lie. If Pokemon were real, my niggas would be dripped out. We go to Hawaii or some shit. We on some shit. They looking fly, nigga. Game Freak. Chat, did y'all ever use action replays in Game Sharks and Jig? Wailord, they got Wailord back in this bitch. Oh my god, Telos. Tanglos. Yo, this looks... Okay, so we're seeing a lot of the Pokemon that's going to be in this game off the rip. I guess it makes sense. But goddamn, we got Pelipper and Wingull in every fucking Pokemon, bro. God damn. These niggas is burnt. We'll get fucking Drizzle, fucking Pelipper every fucking game, gang. Oh my god, yo, this biome is gonna be calm. I look you fuck with Duskanora. The starters! I already saw them, I don't give a fuck! Turn them around. Now let's pause. Let's talk about it. Chat, let's talk about it. Who you going, nigga? Who you going, nigga? Who you going? Who you going? I know where I'm going, because I'm a loyal nigga. I've been a loyal nigga, y'all know that. I know where I'm going. Shout out my nigga, bro! Bro, that nigga gangster. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Look how gangster this nigga look. That nigga swag. That nigga swag, nigga. Every year we go grass, gang. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm loyal to my fucking grass, gang. I'm loyal. I'm fucking loyal to my grass. If I were to be objective and I'm not being biased, I'd probably go water. Is it a gecko? Had a tail looking like a Yourragegaming vibes, but I think it's a gecko. And again, this is just the base form, chat. We don't know what they're gonna look like in the final evolution, but no matter what, I'm sticking with the grass, no matter how ass the final evolution might look. Let me tell you how I chose my starters. Gen 1. Who'd you choose Gen 1, chat? Gen 1 was so good, I feel like you could choose between Charizard, you could choose between Charmander and Squirtle. It could never go wrong. Bulbasaur just wasn't as cool to me. But don't get it fucked up. Venusaur is actually a pretty good mon. Especially with chlorophyll. It's a great mon. Gen 2, I was a Feraligatr type of guy. Sean loved Typhlosion. I was a Feraligatr guy. That's my favorite water starter of all time. Not because he's the best. He's my personal favorite. I want to make a Pokemon starter tier list tomorrow. We don't really got time today, but I want to do that tomorrow, no cap. Would y'all be down for that? Gen 3 is what really opened my eyes to grass starters and when my love fell for grass starters started. I chose grass every single generation starting in after Gen 3. Started Gen 3. Trico was the love of my fucking... Sceptile is my favorite Pokemon of all time, gang. My GOAT. And Gen 3 was so good. On God, you could choose Mudkip or Torchic or Trico. They're all three of them are good as fuck. Especially in-game for the story. They're all so fucking good. I'm not mad at nobody that chooses Mudkip. Mudkip is so swag, gang. They're all good, gang. Gen 4? I'm not gonna lie. Gen 4, I could be unbiased, bro. Infernape was the best out of the three, especially for the in-game. And Polion is actually pretty good for competitive. But in-game wise, there was such a lack of fire types, I remember. And Infernape was so fucking goated, bro. But that's where my love for grass started this generation before, and I went Turtwig. I went Torterra. I fucked Cynthia up with Torterra. And my second playthrough, I had to go Chimchar, bro. I had to. I wanted to try Infernape so bad, and I had a blast. I had a fucking blast. Turtwig is him. I don't care. I love Torterra's design. Oh my God, Gen 5. Snivy. On God, I was a Snivy demon, gang. I was a Snivy demon, bro. Superior with the hidden ability, contrary, Leaf Storm. Don't let me have a sticky web on the ground and I boost my fucking speed on your ass. And I don't even need to do that because I'm already fast. Don't let me hit you with a glare. Don't let me hit you with a glare. Come on, man. Come on, man. Whole goddamn package. I ain't gonna lie. Gen 6 probably was the hardest for me. Fucking Chestnut. I'm not gonna lie. That nigga, to me at the time, was so butt. And whole time, you got fucking Froakie, the GOATs. Like the best water starter of, like, that's one of the best starters ever. Greninja is fucking goated, and I didn't choose him because I'm loyal to my grass. I'm loyal to my grass, gang. Froakie is so drippy, so swaggy, so comp. Delphox is actually good as fuck, especially Mega Delphox 2. Nigga on that fucking broom like these. Delphox is actually comp. And I had fucking Chestnut bum ass. Thick ass. Even though he's a good defensive comp player, comp Pokemon, okay. Gen 7 was the first time in my life I looked at Pokemon when that trailer dropped and I was like, what am I doing with my life? Because I saw that Sand Castle Pokemon. I was like, I'm done with Pokemon. I think I'm getting too old. Bro, 6 months later, I went right back, gang. I'm over here on Showdown playing and shit. Playing again. You dig what I'm saying? But Gen 7 was really like, I was like, that was like Sun and Moon. I was like, And then I really can't. But like, yeah, Rowlet. I would have went Rowlet. Gen 8 though, I came back. Sword and Shield, nigga. That's another game with a 3. You can't go wrong with the starters. I don't give a fuck. Rillaboom, nigga. Grassy Terrain, nigga. Grassy Glide, nigga. Cinderace, court change? What? Protein? What are we talking about? Rillaboom is so lit, bro. That's one of the best designs. And I don't care. He's so comp, bro. At that time, was it Dynamax? Oh my god, that shit was crazy, gang. That shit was OP. And then telling all fucking, he was a glass cannon, super fast. He had sniper and shit. Holy fuck. Mid. And then they gave me. Who's your favorite starter from Gen 9? Shut the fuck up and react to Soul Illuminati. Quaxley. Fuecoco. I chose grass, I ain't gonna lie. He was comp. Darkened grass, fucking speed demon. I think he had he did have protein too. With that being said, chat, when this shit drop, you already know how I like my standard Pokemon games, gang. My turn-based basic Pokemon game, nothing else in life matters. Brout! Pombon. Chat, what if he turns into a Cerberus? Bro, what if he turns into a Cerberus, gang? Oh my god. Oh no. Would I have to switch up? And Lion is my favorite animal. I can't switch out on my grass, bro. I can't, bro. What if he turns into a Creed-looking ass nigga, gang? Stay loyal. Watch Pokemon start standing on two. Bro, I'm telling you, this nigga, y'all, they roasting Pombon now, but I feel like he gonna turn up on niggas, gang. They don't, like, I feel like they gonna turn up on niggas, bro. I don't think they could go wrong with them except for making them zesty. Like, I feel like sometimes, like, the only way they could go wrong with the final evolution of, what's his name? Gekwa. Yo, what if he turns into a, chat. What if he turns into a fucking water dragon? But the eyes are pink. But every pink eye doesn't mean fairy, though. Water poison? Ooh, cause yo, but like, ooh, that could go. He looks fire. Gekwa looks fire. He's gonna be psychic. Ooh. What do you think the grass will be then? I don't want grass flying because grass has so many immunities already. I mean, I guess that gets rid of the bug. Keeps the fire. Keeps the flying. Keeps, now has rock. Grass psychic? Grass fighting? We already have a grass fighting, gang. We already have a grass drop. I want something new. Dragon, fuck it. We already have a grass dart though, bruh. Grass electric. Ooh. Ooh. Ground? Nah, too many immunity, too many superficial. Grass dragon. What if they all turns this like grass dragon, fire dragon, water dragon? I'd fuck with that. They need to have a starter set that comes out. They all end up being dragon types at the end, but with their fire grasses. Whale lords. Oh, they're not gonna show? Wins. Wave. $2027. No. Gang, and Pokemon Orange releases late, like fall. I'm gonna be 30. Bro, I'm gonna be fucking 30, actually, gang. If it's late in 2027, oh my god. I don't give a fuck. I'll be fucking 50 playing Pokemon, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Playing right? I don't give a fuck, nigga. And yes, I'm resetting my game to get the nature that I want for my fucking starter, nigga. So I don't give a fuck. You can come here and watch my fucking playthrough. Just know I'm resetting my fucking Switch too until I get the nature that I want for my fucking starter, nigga. Fuck. Real niggas know, gang. Real niggas know, gang. Ta.